What's going on, guys? Just calling here with Random Guys today, coming at you with a little bit of a Super Mario Odyssey analysis, and this one is crazy. I have no idea how I missed this. You guys can see it up on screen. We have the map for Super Mario Odyssey, which I cannot believe I missed. The Super Mario Odyssey Japan account tweeted this out last week, the day of the Nintendo E3 Spotlight, so June 13th. And I don't know, man. I missed it somehow. So today, we're going to be looking at it. We're going to be kind of picking it apart a little bit the best I can. We are using kind of the stream overlay that we usually use for streams because I figured it's kind of the best way to be able to capture everything in one screen. Be able to capture you know, the actual picture, because I'm going to be zooming in and spinning it around, stuff like that, pointing stuff out with my cursor, as you guys can see right here, just to make it a little bit easier, right? And I didn't want it to just look like, you know, gray Photoshop in the background, so I added my face and all this beautiful stuff, all the border and stuff on and around it and stuff. So hopefully you guys can still see it well. Like I said, we're going to be zooming in and stuff. So I also have right here in Photoshop the ability to invert the colors if I want to. So if it's we're going to do that off and on to see if we can't see something, if it's too bright, we'll just invert it and then it darkens it up. And anyways, yeah, so this is crazy. So we've known about 4 kingdoms so far, which were where is it here? It was the Metro Kingdom, which is New Donk City, which we can see right here. It says New Donk City. The Luncheon Kingdom, which is the food kingdom we've kind of seen in the trailer, if you will, with all the food and stuff, which looks really cool. We've seen the Sand Kingdom, of course, in the E3 gameplay. So we've seen Metro Kingdom and Sand Kingdom were playable at E3 2017. And then we've seen the Woodland Kingdom, where Treehouse Live, Nintendo Treehouse Live played it at E3. So if you guys missed that, by the way, all their streams are archived on the Nintendo channel. I watched every single minute of all the Treehouse Live. I love Treehouse Live. Anyways, that aside, we can see 2 other kingdoms on the map. We see the Cap Kingdom, which assumingly is where Cappy is from. So I'm willing to bet the Cap Kingdom is probably where we're going to end up. That's probably where the wedding is supposed to take place between Bowser and Peach. Of course, the idea of the game is that Bowser kidnapped Peach and he's planning this big wedding and he's trying to marry her. And it's crazy. And we're not invited to the wedding, but we're going to invite ourselves anyways. And then we got the Cascade Kingdom. So really quick, we actually have seen the Cascade Kingdom in the brand new trailer, the E3 2017 trailer, which was the very first scene that we've seen where you know, Mario is a T-Rex with, you know, it's basically that kingdom with all the waterfalls and the dinosaurs and the dinosaur fossils. So again, if I zoom in here, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. Like I said, we're gonna zoom in. It's gonna get a little blurry if we zoom in because it's not the highest quality of picture, but you can see we see fossil falls. So we've seen that again in the trailer. You got the T-Rex, so it says what kind of enemies or creatures you're gonna see in that region. So we got the T-Rex, which we've seen in the trailer. We got the Chain Chomp, and we got the Burbo right here, and then we got the frog and the Bonneton, is that how you pronounce that? I'm not sure. In the Cap Kingdom. So again, Fossil Falls right there in the Cascade Kingdom. So that's probably what the kingdom we've seen. The Cap Kingdom, I'm willing to bet, is that one we've seen where it's kind of black and white, and we see Cappy in its white state. Here's the weird thing though, because you do actually see the white version of Cappy kind of transform into Mario's hat. So you see the white version of Cappy, which is Cappy's normal natural state. We see him take Mario's normal rugged hat and transform himself into Mario's hat. So maybe the Cap Kingdom, we start there at some point. That's the only thing I've been having a hard time kind of piecing together, is the route we're going to take, because we know that we need to collect these moons rather than, you know, shine sprites like in past games. We need to collect these moons in order to power up the Odyssey, which is the ship, which we can see right here. This is the ship right here. To power up the ship, you can see the power of the moons are right in here, the power moons, to reach further kingdoms. So this is what I'm kind of struggling with. The one thing interesting is this here looks like an upside down mushroom, so this could be the Mushroom Kingdom. I can flip this around for you guys right here, actually. So right there, it looks like a mushroom right there, if you guys can see it. And that's kind of right beside the Cascade Kingdom. So I'm wondering if maybe this is the Mushroom Kingdom and it's just not marked. It has the kind of shape of a mushroom, so maybe it really does look like a mushroom. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if you guys think anything else. Anyway, so moving on, we got you know, we're just gonna pick this apart. So like I said, the thing is, I don't know the route we would take, right? Because let's say we started in the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, I mean, do we start from far and then we work our way to the center, or how does that work? It's like, I don't know. Is the Metro Kingdom one of the further kingdoms then, if we're starting kind of towards the outside and working our way towards the middle? You know, is the middle where Bowser actually is, not in the Cap Kingdom, and he's in the middle of the earth? I don't know. Another interesting thing to kind of note is you see the letter A right here. Maybe it'll show up better here, and then going up you see B, C, D, E, F, G. And then going down, you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nothing going this way right here, left to right. So that's interesting as well. Anyways, we'll come back to the idea of the kingdoms and, like, you know, the route we would take. Because I'm not sure which route we would really take. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Because like I said, if we start at the Mushroom Kingdom, you know, then what? We go to the Cascade Kingdom second, if there's a certain route. And then we go to what? Woodland Kingdom. We come around here. Metro Kingdom, Luncheon Kingdom, well, no, because the Cap Kingdom's here. See, that's what I mean. I really don't know the order unless we're like bouncing like back and forth. It doesn't make sense. But if we start from like the closest one to the center, we have the Metro Kingdom, which goes to the Luncheon Kingdom, and then if we're working our way around, I mean, the Cap Kingdom, and then the Sand Kingdom, and then the Woodland, Cascade, and then the Mushroom Kingdom? Maybe? I mean, maybe that's how it's going to go. Maybe the Cap Kingdom is one of the first ones. I don't know. Again, it's really weird the way it's mapped out here, so it's kind of hard to figure out which order the kingdoms are going to be in. It's really strange because, I don't know. Anyways, moving on. We'll come back to that. Let's just go back here and zoom in again. So we're going to look at the Luncheon Kingdom really quick. So we can see there's Mount... What does that say? Volbano, I believe. And actually, if you turn this, hold on, let me turn this. Let me zoom out and turn this. If you turn this here, and then we're gonna zoom in. Yeah. Okay. Right. Where is it? Here. It looks kind of like a volcano with smoke. Same thing like this. It kind of looks like a volcano with smoke. I don't know if there is. If I'm just seeing stuff. Maybe I'm making things out of nothing. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. I just want to quickly point that out. Let's just bring this back normal. So we can see that in the Luncheon Kingdom, we're going to have the Hammer Bros, which, again, we've seen in the original trailer, I believe it was. The Fire Bros, which, again, I think we also seen in the original trailer. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got the Lava Bubbles, and we got the Magma Toes. So... those are the creatures and enemies we're going to be seeing in the, I guess, the Luncheon Kingdom. And again, it says Mount Volbano. So, yeah, I guess maybe those are volcanoes. And then, of course, in Mushroom Kingdom, we got New Donk City, which we can see. If we zoom in here, we got Sherm, we got Chargin' Chuck, and we got Urban Stingbee, which is the bees we've already seen in some of the gameplay, some of the trailers. Moving up here towards the Woodland Kingdom, we got the Steam Gardens. Okay, we got Steam Gardens right here. We got the Uproots, which again we've seen in the Treehouse Live gameplay. We got the Fuzzies, and we got the Poison Piranha Plants, which again we've seen in the gameplay of the Woodland Kingdom in Treehouse Live. And again, moving up to the Sand Kingdom, you have the Tostarena region. You have the Bullet Bills, which we've seen. So I'm wondering if there's not going to be any Bullet Bills then in other regions. Because then, again, we have the Goombas, which Goombas, I mean, we've often seen in various regions in past games. So does that mean, like, the Bullet Bills and the Goombas are only exclusive to the Sand Kingdom? But again, it's like the Sand Kingdom and the Wooded Kingdom kind of kind of like overlap almost each other, like they're one on top of each other. So I'm not sure how that works, and they kind of come around. So maybe you'll see the Goombas and the bullet bills and both. Actually, yeah, we've seen the Goombas in the Woodland Kingdom in the gameplay. So there is that. We got the Lakitu, we got the Moais, and we got the, I think it says Glidden, I believe. So that's kind of the enemies we see in this region here. But again, see the T-Rex, we also seen one in the Wooded Kingdom in the gameplay. So I don't know why you know, these enemies and creatures are listed close to certain kingdoms. Maybe that's, I guess, just where they originate from, but you'll see them in other kingdoms. I don't know. It's kind of hard to piece together. Nonetheless, one of the interesting things I do want to point out here, if we zoom out, let me just center this again. Because one of the interesting things I do want to note is that it seems like part of the map is cut out right around the edges here. I don't know why. Right here it says Nintendo Switch, and it's barely cut off. Right here it says Super Mario Odyssey. Is there anything cut off that we don't see outside of the map? I have no idea. I mean, if you guys, you know, have an idea, let me know. But I don't know. I really don't know. Do we? Possibly. The other thing worth noting is there are some land masses that seem very interesting, like this one here. This mass right here, and it kind of looks like snowflakes, right? It looks like a snow region. And is it just kind of like a sub-region, so it's not an actual kingdom? Maybe. Because we've seen, the weird thing though is the Sand Kingdom is where everything is frozen, right? We've seen that there's secret underworlds in the Sand Kingdom in some of the gameplay that lead to like snowy ice caverns, but that's over here. And we see this region here that have snowflakes that it's not marked, and it's a pretty sizable, you know, region. So did they just purposely not mark it because they didn't want to give away too much? They wanted to kind of give us some stuff with this map, but they didn't want to give everything away. It kind of would have been like giving the Breath of the Wild map complete before the game launched. Maybe they're just teasing us with a lot of stuff we've already seen, but this is an incomplete map. I think that's very likely, because those are definitely snowflakes around this region right here. You can see, if I zoom in, I mean, those are the shape of snowflakes, like 100%. So I believe this is probably like a snow region, and we always have a snow region, right? We always got the desert region. We have the normal region, right, which is like the Mushroom Kingdom, which would be up here. Then we have like the desert region, which is like the Sand Kingdom. We have like usually a forest region, which is like the Wooded Kingdom. You know, we have usually like an ice region. We also have a water region usually, which I think might be right here, because these look like kind of islands and stuff. So I'm guessing that maybe this is kind of like a water region right here, possibly. We've seen a lot of water in some of the other regions too, but like an actual water region, because we've seen short gameplay of you know, being able to capture and control some Cheeps, and it looked like a legitimate water region. It didn't look like it was just kind of like a pool of water in a wooded, you know, kingdom or something like that. So that's very interesting and worth noting, obviously. I do think there's probably a couple kingdoms that we're not seeing, because typically we have like, what, 8 kingdoms in a game. Right here we have 6. So maybe an ice kingdom and a water kingdom, that would be 8. You know, maybe not, because the 8th kingdom is usually, you know, Bowser's Castle. Then again, maybe there is no Bowser's Castle per se. Maybe it's the Cap Kingdom that he's kind of taken over, or maybe it's the Mushroom Kingdom that he's taken over. And you know, we've seen that in other games before, where he's taken over Peach's Castle and made that, you know, he turned that into Bowser's Castle. So that's very possible as well. So it is very possible that we have the 6 kingdoms that are marked, and then we have an ice region, probably this one here, and then a water region, probably this one here. And that'd be a total of 8 regions, which again, normally, you know, that's a standard for Mario games for the most part. But then this is the one thing, okay? In all the gameplay and trailers we've seen, so basically, Bowser's minions, if you will, his evil minions that are helping him, are these rabbit-like creatures called Broodals, and we've only seen 4 of them. Are there more? Or are there some of the Koopas? The Koopa, like Bowser's, is it his brothers and sisters? I don't even know, like Larry and all them, right? I don't know. I haven't dug that deep before, and I never thought about it. Anyways, like all of them, are they in here? I would be willing to bet that Bowser Jr. will probably make an appearance. Let's just go with the idea that there's only these 6 kingdoms. That I'm wrong. That, you know, there's a couple kingdoms that are not marked. I would say that we'd see 4 of the kingdoms would be for the Brutals. One of the kingdoms would be Bowser Jr. Let's say the Cascade Kingdom is the last kingdom you go to. Let's say that's Bowser Jr. that you fight there. And then the Cap Kingdom is the kingdom that Bowser took over. Then that's where you would fight Bowser. So then you have 4 kingdoms with 4 Brutals. You have 1 kingdom with Bowser Jr. And you have 1 kingdom with Bowser. If there are only 6 kingdoms. If you have 8 kingdoms, I don't know. That's where things get a little tricky. So if this is an incomplete map and you have 8 kingdoms, then, you know, I don't know. You have 4 Brutals, unless there's a couple Brutals we haven't seen, which is possible, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird that they would only show us 4, and then there'd be more. I don't know. I mean, again, it's a trailer, right? They're not going to show everything, so it's possible. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of my thoughts, my friends. I don't want to drag this video on too long. That's kind of what I've picked apart from this this map for the most part. If I missed anything, I mean, let me know. Obviously, you know, like I said, you got inverted. You know, you can see it nice and dark, or you got the bright with the red. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Did I miss anything? Is there anything I forgot to point out? I really looked at this map for a good amount of time, like kind of, you know, just really trying to, you know, look at things. And I think there's probably more that we can probably that's kind of hidden in these land masses, you know. Like, you know, it crossed my mind, but I don't know, like the Metro Kingdom right here. This looks like kind of like Pauline's hair. But then I don't really see a face here personally, but it does look like Pauline's hair, you know, which is the mayor of New Donk City. So there's probably some other stuff, you know, kind of hidden. If I find anything worth, you know, noting, maybe we'll make a part 2 video to this. But otherwise, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I apologize if it was a lengthy video. Let me know what you make out of it. What do you think about my thoughts and ideas? Do you guys think that these are all the kingdoms, that there's only 6, or do you think this is an incomplete map, that there might be a couple more kingdoms? Like I said, there's snowflakes here. Maybe that's an ice kingdom. This looks like islands, which could be, you know, potentially a water kingdom. Maybe there's 8 kingdoms. Usually in a Mario game there are 8 regions, so I'd find it a little bit strange if there was only 6. Then again, it's a different game, so I don't know. Anyways, let me know, what do you guys think? Is it an incomplete map, and did I miss anything? Let me know in the comment section below what you make out of it. One thing's for sure, I'm super stoked for Super Mario Odyssey. Cannot wait to play. Hopefully you guys are excited too. We're going to be playing lots of it when it comes out October 27th this year. Super exciting stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the comment, share all awesome stuff. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified. I'll catch you guys in the next one like always. Until then, game on.